All right, Michael, my friend. Are you ready to play a collection of games never before seen on this channel?
Indy, I've readied my body for this moment.
All right, we got more Ace Attorney, more Edgy Poo. Let's freaking get it. March 14, 1:16 a.m. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? Nope, get him, Michael.
That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. Oh gosh, Edgeworth's dead. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will.
March 14, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's Building, 12th floor hallway. Oh, God.
Yo!
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office, and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood? Oh, what the? What's the meaning of this?
Freeze!
Identify yourself.
Shut up!
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear.
What?
No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Holy shit, he vanished!
It's power being bald.
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. March 14, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office. Is room 1202.
I'll finish photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir.
Your Ace Attorney investigations.
What am I drumming? Dum 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 dum.
You're just hitting it while holding a turned-off flashlight. Ah, that Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. Now, when I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I don't say. The culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. No one.
Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. That's how it works.
Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. No court record needed here. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Is it really
my
coincident?
office.
You got it.
Is it really coincident that the murder took place in my office?
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this.
The key to your office?
The office key. For security reasons, this office door is a lock built into it.
What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
Logic? I don't know what that is, apparently.
It's capitalized as the name.
Yes, my mother logic. By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born.
I am the child of my prosecutor father and the concept of intellect.
Yes, quite. That is the end result of using logic.
So how do you use it?
I don't fucking know, detective.
Don't use my mother, detective.
First, I record the information we've gathered with the left bumper, and then I connect them together with the Y button. Now, to use left bumper and recall the facts.
Wow. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. Wow. We can connect these with the Y button, and we might take damage.
That's not how you put puzzle pieces together. Wait, hold on.
That's how
Why
smart
are
he
we
is.
end on end ramming it in there, man?
No, he can just do that. That's how smart he is. He's better than us.
He must just be dripping in lube. It just doesn't work like that.
I'm quite a slick man. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Counterpoint, it's easy to get in if you have a key.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
The killer stole. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after?
Well, my thoughts sound really weird.
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes, my mother is quite beautiful, thank you. When you follow the leads to their conclusion...
He leads is lowercase. I think logic is his mom.
Only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I might take psychic damage and stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. My mother. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir.
At prosecutor's office's room 12.
The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. When I want to examine something, I simply use the A button when I'm next to it.
Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use the Y button, okay? I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
Something to try later if I'm bored, I suppose.
Yeah, get me out of here, dude. Dude, look at our boy.
Dude, you're hoofing it.
Dude, he's moving.
Moving.
Oh god, oh, that's the logic button. I don't need that. What's the walk
That's
button?
right, bumper. Gun. Gun, indie gun.
Oh my god, this gun.
Press Q.
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Where?
Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Hey, that's my serial number.
Detective Gumshoe would know his serial number.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives.
Revolver. Found at the scene of the crime.
Yes, chat, welcome back to the me muttering to myself, because all of Michael is this man and this man at present.
That's me.
Speaking of which,
Do you have anything to report?
Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes.
Now talk about a
You looking
contradiction.
into my soul.
I am uncomfortably close, I'm sorry. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more.
I already looked at the gun,
I'm
buddy.
intimidated.
Chess! Let me look at chess.
Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for you when you get back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much.
Is that the Steel Samurai?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Ori Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like The Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Ori Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show, gives it presence.
You, sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with the society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
Okay, sir.
Alright, what are you doing? How is it coming along?
But please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art.
Well, I never.
Do you want to lift some different fingerprints, buddy?
We're gonna look at the bullet hole. Come on, man.
I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on the sofa. Oh, I clicked the sofa, not this. Oops.
That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir?
Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end.
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off. I keep cutting his salary because he sucks. Can I not look at this?
No.
You're blocking my safage. Alright, plant. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
The ones that come with a card attached every month like Lockwood for you? Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved when the fucking old bag.
Oh, Miss Irony. How painful are thy thoughts?
Wendy, isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stalked?
That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further.
If I have to voice old bag, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, it's your trophy. The, Knight of the Prosecutors, right?
King of prosecutors. And that's not a trophy, it's a shield.
They only sent this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. I value him $5. My fucking tea set! It's been a while since I've sat- I'm looking at the desk. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tiny that it looks newer than when I first bought it.
Oh yeah, that thing's so polished that it makes Muse jealous.
Don't tell me you have no other work the entire time I was away, Detective.
My job is to protect your office, sir.
And, you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it.
That's harsh, sir.
I have to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay.
I was going to, though.
Piece of shit.
I thought about it.
Watch out for the teacup fragment there, sir.
Ugh. That killer is going to pay. This tea set.
Yikes, you're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. Cost more than your whole month's paycheck.
What? And now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
Yes, it cost $12.
Actually, more than one of them.
Yes. I guess I'll look at the murder stuff. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Yo, first-person shooter.
Dude, we should kill him. Yeah, where's the murder button? So it's okay. So blue is not interact, yellow is interact. Got it. I'm smart. Bang.
So we got his wallet.
Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal... Oh, wow. Abdominal area, not abominable.
Lower abdominal what?
It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep.
Yes.
Born from logic, huh?
And until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene.
I was just gonna leave it here.
Crime scene notes. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. Body was found at around 2:05 a.m.
Bro, it's like 3 a.m. This sucks.
You going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know how to keep track of it all.
Alright, if you say so.
I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I'll have but to press the right bumper to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often.
I'll check the facts real quick. Fact. Let's go. Keeps in his pocket. Pearl? Crime scene
Should be
notes.
here really quickly. Called.
It's true. This guy?
That's what he looks like.
I guess so.
He looks like a Humphrey.
You're right. Okay.
Let's find out. Check his wallet.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, Detective. Oh,
Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What the quinky dink?
let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you.
Victim was a detective.
Oh, whoops, I pressed A too quickly.
It's fine. I'm waiting for the stream. According to his badge ID, he... Hold on. One more stream. There are different latencies, so I can finish this out. Hold on. Almost there. It would appear that a victim was a detective, just like you. Buddy Faith was a precinct detective. Alright, we got it.
I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic, my mother, and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Okay. Alright, mother, help.
All right,
Revolver.
Michael.
Revolver, victim was a detective.
Whoa!
Ram it in there.
Don't do that every time, please.
You said do or do not. This is
Do not.
important.
Please do not.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
revolver.
Thank you.
The standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
Wait, I'm seeing something, Indy.
Victim's revolver. It can only be assumed this gun is the murder weapon. It was issued to the victim.
Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. Sorry, Michael.
It's fine.
As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. And use the right stick to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. I use the left bumper and right bumper to zoom in and out and get at the nitty gritty.
I do think there's a bad angle here.
Hey.
That's the one. That's the one. Oh, wait. Okay. We got some stuff to look at here. All right.
We do.
We got the horse.
Horse check. That's not interactable. It's just on
What?
there. Horse
Okay,
check.
so
Can I shoot him?
Trigger for Prince, huh?
Okay.
Or for murder.
To think that it's so easy to take the life which is the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at the track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everyone always ends up following your lead.
You want an interesting fact about those?
Sure. Hit me up.
So previously, they used to actually fire blanks, but they no longer fire blanks out of those guns in official races because the racist that is closest to the gun, whenever it can hear the sound of the gunshot firing first. So the gun is actually a digital trigger to speakers behind all of the racers, so that they can be electrically synced up to each other to all hear the sound at the same time.
I guess it would be like a few milliseconds faster, right?
Yeah, it's enough that it is tangible and has can impact results in that close of a race.
Fascinating.
To chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place.
So true.
One thing I'm curious about: how many bullets are left in the gun?
Yeah, let's check it out.
It looks like only one round was fired from this.
Oh, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
Hold on. Only one shot?
Wait, yeah, and that guy like randomly blind fired into his safe, I guess. Suit and safe. Okay.
Safety suit.
We looked at him.
I got a couple things to look at still.
Oh, we got books.
Your files are all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and the killer.
There are signs of a struggle, and the words that follow that. I'm not going to wait.
Oops.
And I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I water the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as well, as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
Does he have a life?
He doesn't have enough money to have a life, Edward.
I guess this is all we're gonna find out. We should send the body to Otto.
That's factually incorrect. Hold on.
Yeah, wait, there was like literally like bloodstains that we missed.
Yeah, it certainly says something about... Jim.
Take it away.
Why? Oh, why? I don't know what this guy sounds like.
He looks sporty.
Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Are you alright?
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be.
Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh! Look at him! Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. He's tuckered out.
Sure, just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
Where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
Oh, why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Sportsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime. Busting.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I'm also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
See, you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office.
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you. You're the one who killed Jim.
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct, yes. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
So it was you then. You're Jim's killer.
No way, pal, you've got it all wrong.
Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know how to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it? It's just too early to be drawing conclusions.
All right, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal?
A pleasure to work with you.
You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all.
Thank you, I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Hey, sir!
Just dap him up.
I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim.
I should probably give them some space.
No, let me look. Damn you.
Mr. Portsman, a word if I may.
Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for the both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something?
No, that's alright. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation.
Dude, blood. I don't want to talk to you. Let me look. Dang it. Okay, well.
Oh, you're a jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
Oh? Like what?
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction.
I wonder what spot that is.
I think it's the Steel
Chat,
Samurai on
do you
screen.
see the spot?
This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press the Y button with conviction.
Okay.
You better press this with conviction.
What approach do I take? Do I use my index finger and like really jam it in there?
No claw group. What the heck? No, big thumb energy.
Big thumb. Okay. All right.
This is the nuclear launch button. Send it.
Got it.
And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things in life.
With conviction.
Like Eureka! Apparently.
What?
This bullet hole is the contradiction. Yes,
I feel lied to. It's the worst thing that's happened to me today.
Eureka!
That's his catchphrase?
Yeah, he says it all the time.
He's never said that before.
No, what do you mean, sir?
Well, Eureka is a city in Missouri, I think. That's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once,
Hey, that's true too.
which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
Oh,
Another handgun. Did the killer have another handgun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir. I'll stop mashing, I'm sorry.
Ah, yes?
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
It's a secret safe. Oh, I smell money. Get me in there.
Awooga! Awooga!
I'm
I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that. Talk about Dusty.
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here. I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
Secret safe. Each prosecutor has only one in their office. Only they know of them. Trial evidence use.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I think we're going to be saying this every time we zoom in, by the way. That's a blast mark.
Blast it.
Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean, like my gameplay?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir.
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir. I couldn't find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Wiped fingerprints.
Oh, oops.
Secret safe.
Prints were
Prints were wiped.
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around the setback. Time to rationally and calmly call my mother and play connect the dots with the information we have.
Alright, what are we thinking? Killer's goal by fingerprints?
Yeah, I like it.
Bang.
Humana.
I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after.
What is it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. Oh, I mashed.
Was the killer trying to break in and steal things?
Probably. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
Hold on. So what signs of a struggle today?
So
Another handgun is,
is there 2?
I mean, I guess it's signs of a struggle with theft, right? Maybe 2 people both came in to work together.
Yeah, we can try it. We got a lot of health.
Oh!
There is a possibility that the files splayed out on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. How do you know my mother? We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir, I'm not gonna shelf files like you've... no, I will shelf files like you've never seen before, even at a library. Call me Dewey.
Okay. Sure, let's give that a try.
Why do all the good ones have to die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. Except sometimes in court. All we can do is search for the truth.
Is that a song?
Yes, it's
Any Ace
the
Attorney games?
it's the opening of the Steel Samurai theme. I don't know, I'm making things up.
And so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
I use the left bumper, personally. First, we calmly restore the files to the rightful place.
You got it. Here, let me help.
So this file goes here and that book goes there.
You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps the tidy, pal. Okay, done.
It would appear that the murderer was definitely committed here.
The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
And then the guy fell on the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture.
There's a couple interesting things here.
And then logic-wise, we have just another handgun. Yeah, we need to look around. So there's handprints. Where do you want to start?
Okay, so first I'm looking at these books, right? Even though
Yeah.
you're the investigator, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see 1 A B C D E F G H, 2 A B C D E F G H, 3 A B C, O A O B O C O D O E. I'm seeing something strange about one of those books, you know?
So this is where the bullet lodged itself after I went through the victim, huh?
For the bullet to have lodged so squarely in the file spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred.
Then I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way.
Okay. Yes, let's also look at these.
I put them all back just as they should be, sir. Doesn't look like anything's missing.
Although it does look like the killer moved the body to flip through my shelves. I wonder if they found what they were looking for.
Wait a minute. E F G H I J. Okay, I see OJ over to the right side. That's where that should be.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good call. We got handprints. Let's look at those.
The victim's handprints.
He must have tried to support himself with his hands here after being shot.
There are prints on the floor too.
Those must have been made when, unable to stay standing, he dropped to the floor. It appears that the victim was in a sitting position here after being shot.
Oh, so that's why the seat of the victim's pants has blood on it.
That would be the logical conclusion. The killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf.
The blood on this guy's pants proves that pretty well.
In a sense, I suppose.
See, I'm not completely useless, Mr. Edgeworth.
What if we move him again? Is there anything missing behind him?
I mean, there's writing behind him that we can't interact with that is...
Otherwise, we could use the right bumper.
Yeah, what do we have?
Nothing.
Bullet when clean
Maybe
through
it
the
was
abdomen. Only one shot fired. We could deduce this on the bullet hole.
Yeah, it seems weird that the bullet hole is so low.
Yeah, like those handprints wouldn't line up with the bullet hole, being that low, you know?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Eureka! There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. The victim was shot in the stomach. The hole should be much higher up.
Well, what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests he was standing when he was shot.
Then that means... wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is this faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position?
Obviously. I got it, Indy. I don't know about you. You're the investigator here, though. I don't want to take your don't want to take the wind out of your sails.
I mean, it can't be the body position or the handprint position because those are pretty locked in. So it'd have to be
elementary.
It'd have to be the file, order the files.
Yeah, but what about it?
I believe that the order of the files is a bit off.
Oh, someone probably assumed that it's 0A, 0B, 0C. That would go first. And
That's
that would...
what I would assume.
Yeah, because then the bullet hole would line up with... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep.
Be where 1D is.
Oh, you mean I put them back in the wrong order just now?
Hey, you mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah, you see here how the files that were chopped again with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
But the numbers are out of order, sir.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
Do you think it'd be okay to prop the body back up how it was before it was moved?
They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess.
Oh, and then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Don't steal my lines, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. And exactly. They then proceeded to shoot the victim.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one last time? Also, why does it say Gumshoe on the right side? Do you see that?
No, it says Gumso.
Gumso, you're right.
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice.
Mode.
What? Once before and once
It's
after
you.
the crime. But why? You're right to my bad, I can't
Files
read.
in disarray. The culprit rearranged my files twice. Once before and once after. Why?
Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look.
Finally.
This?
What is that? Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood?
I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yes, indicative of a criminal activity indeed.
No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me say something, sir.
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after?
Stolen file. One of the files that was written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit.
We did it.
Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And this most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party.
If you are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up.
Jim's words. They're more than enough, wouldn't you say?
If that's how you wanted to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
You got it.
I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with his technique.
Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir?
Do we need the tutorial? Probably not, right?
No. We're both different.
Yep.
Mr. Portman, if you're ready.
If you don't have time, you could have just said so, sir.
Mr. Portman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body and was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer?
I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest.
Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. We'll find the flaw in this man's logic, and expose it with credible evidence.
Mr. Portman's logic.
Alright. What are we thinking?
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. We can always, this could be a presser, you know.
Yeah?
Get right back into it.
Let's get back into it.
Hold it! You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask.
Huh? What is it?
Why do you call the victim Jim? When clearly his name is Buddy Faith?
Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly?
But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name.
Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow.
He is right, I'm not gonna lie.
Is this pronounced Jacques? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think it is.
Jacques. Jacques. Besides, he was a third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim.
Talks about the victim like he was his pet.
Furthermore, you messed up with the files. You look like you committed theft.
Hold it.
instead.
Do you really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that?
Well, that's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft.
Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle.
I'll have you know that 3 square meters every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but
Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. What a motive, no? That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf.
Hold it! Why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing?
Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the
Hold
bloody
it.
letters his body was hiding.
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters?
Well, the body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something.
Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal.
There's a lot a person can understand about another person from first impressions alone.
That's true. I can't say I disagree with him on that point.
Oh, why did she say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth?
Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence.
You did the first time.
I couldn't ask for a better setup. For the game-finishing spike.
Okay, hold on.
By his final words, he was brought to justice. Fix that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding.
Okay, hold up. What's the evidence? Oh, because they took a file.
Yeah.
Objection!
Eureka!
No, that's not my catchphrase. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic.
Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game.
I can't help but find it odd.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it.
If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this.
Just punches him.
Do you not still see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
What? That's impossible!
Am I arguing with Sonic? What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
Oh, nothing.
The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take that file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder.
I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be as proof.
Yeah, I mean, the S is gone and there's only half an H.
If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a
With the S missing,
detective.
that makes him the gum ho.
So true. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
Dude, whenever I'm shocked, I also fucking throw my head back.
That's the I'm firing my lasers mouth.
Oh, yes.
Which means, what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
It makes the work of a criminal intent on tampering the crime scene.
That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time.
Well, Mr. Portsman,
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely splendid!
Mo,
Logic deserving of an Olympic gold.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed.
Meh. You win some and you lose some. That's how life goes.
Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive.
But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However,
What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal?
humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal.
Shink. Oh,
Dude, he's flexing.
that's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence.
And why do I sense that you still have something to say?
Bro, chill.
Well, I was thinking, do you know there's one other person with a key to this office?
One other person.
Whoosh. Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady for me here?
A lady?
The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
The security. Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't.
What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security.
Hope you remember what she sounds like.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
The Maggie.
Miss Bird is a security guard on watch tonight.
I see. And your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building.
What?
If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then only one other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room!
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it.
Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one that opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more problematic that she was the one who faked the dying message.
So you're saying she used the master key?
Master key. This can open every door in the office. It's controlled by security staff. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well.
That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me.
I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could use the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious. Miss
Hold
Bird
it.
stuck in your room. Hold it.
Are you sure Ms. Bird is the only member of the security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight, she's it.
Wait, yeah, Mr. Portsman, why are you here at 3 a.m.?
Isn't that right, Ms. Bird? That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus,
True.
I hate wasting time.
Should I hear Ms. Bird out? Probably.
Regrettably, yeah.
Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Ms. Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies.
I'll be the judge of that. Ms. Bird, if you please.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
It wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Wait, does she keep it next to an openable window?
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir. If that's the case, then I'd like to know, why do you have the master key now? I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ha! A likely story. And just where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things! I can practically guarantee that! With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it!
Yeah, pal. Trust me, you don't want to test just how bad our luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth.
But, you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Her motive? Didn't we just already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. Can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Fact 1. Dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah!
What's counterblow? Hold on. What do we have? Only prosecutors know of them.
Yeah.
Objection! Do you wish to continue insisting that Ms. Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth, after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors.
Oh!
I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Sorry, one second.
Hard. Hard.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. I'm stupid. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
She's dumber than I am. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable.
Nom.
What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
I First is why? What made you?
What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
It's Jim. He knew about the existence of secret safes.
What did you say?
We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know. I only just had told him, so, like, obviously it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief?
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird? Excuse me? I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder?
Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who was probably drawing his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Do you think that she disarmed our boy Buddy over here?
I think that the last time that she had a gun, she shot somebody, but it wasn't intentional. Just like went off. She had
That
that
makes sense.
gun in the news recently that just goes off.
Oh yeah, the one that the military uses.
Yes, yes.
Very true.
Plus, even if she was a thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key.
Oh, key.
Jim looks like a caveman.
He does. Oh, look.
Shiny.
It's me, Jim. It's me, buddy.
I would name a caveman buddy, actually. That checks out.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everyone and everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
No. Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case.
They're assigning people to cases at 3 a.m.
Dude, they're efficient. Don't you know there's so many crimes that all cases have to be resolved within 3 days or the person's automatically guilty?
That's
You
true.
don't remember that?
That is true. Yep.
You are all suspects to varying degrees and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Now listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
But sir,
You have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now.
Ha! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
Why is Edgeworth wearing his work clothes at 3 a.m.?
He just talked back.
Actually, these are my PJs.
To be continued.
Whew. New save jingle. Yeah.